Hello, this is Solomon. We're going to be looking at least 2 games, probably 3 games against Smoka. I've been on a roll against lately. Look at me. Now, here is a new deck I've been trying out, or I should say the evolved version of my previous triple tier 3 deck. So, I was thinking about it, and I realized that I never really build Falcons that much until late game. Like, I'm always going Lizard, MG, into tier 3. Like, I don't build, like, Lizard Falcon's not good, so I don't bother with it. And I was thinking, well, what if I just use Badgers instead of Falcons? I mean, it sounds like it's fine, since I don't use Falcons until late game anyway. So yeah, I haven't actually got that chance to use Badgers in this deck yet. I've only played a couple games so far since I started doing it today. But I'll see how it turns out. Yeah, the little mole cheese going on in the beginning. Nothing came of it though. Pretty interesting map. This map definitely favors me. We both like Av is safe for mill. And his mill right next to him is on low ground, next to high ground that I have access to. His third mill is safe. And my third mill is less safe. Like I have to take one of these two. Or this one. I mean, it's not exactly hugely one-sided, but I'd definitely take my spawn though. Since 90% of games, I would say, are like you can do anything with 2 base. You only need 2 mills to do something, really. So a third mill usually is nice. You know, there's a 2 base massive fight. You want that third mill for like the little after fight, this selection. Yeah, so goes ahead and takes his mill. I also take my mill. And I decided to do my... So I didn't know there was a cabin here. I hadn't actually scouted it yet. I was like, fuck. That's not good. But I go in anyway. And I also didn't know he had toads. I was also like, fuck. But, I mean... I think I came out, what, 1 lizard ahead of that entire thing. But, like, he didn't build any farms. So it's fine. Pretty much equal exchange, and it stopped from getting any eco tempo. Probably could have gone better if I didn't take the cabin hits. Then I may have been able to kill that Warren. Oh well. Yeah, I started ecoing. I put down MGs. I'm putting down 2 MGs, playing really safe. Since I know he has toads, I can't just run a bunch of lizards here. I need more in MGs. I'm also very aware of the possibility they might try to punish me here. And I scout, realize he has the farms. I'm like, okay. Now I see 2 farms, but then he sells them right away. It's like, oh shit. Down farms of my own. I put down a 4th, but I was just... Or did I really keep the 4th? Well, anyway, at this point I see that he didn't keep. I was like, fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. This is really not good. Here, you always want to keep the MDs alive. They do so much damage. And they are doing a nice lot of work here, but it's not enough. So at this point I figured, well, I probably lost the game, and I brought Warrens bad. Like, if I had put these Warrens in the back, I would have had a lot better position. I would have been losing this protection. Yeah, it's looking really bad for right now, and it does go poorly. Desperately trying to salvage the situation. Look how much food I'm pulling since I just can't spend the money. Probably shouldn't have put that there. Yeah, just disastrous for me. Like, now I'm finally starting to stabilize. I lost a bunch of Warrens and like 3 farms. Like, at least I saved this farm. Something. Since he hasn't got any farms. Like, if I hadn't lost the Warrens, I would have been almost comfortable even. If I'd kept the Warrens alive and didn't lose a bunch. But yeah, we just passed the 5-minute mark, so now we're in really low eco territory. Because of 3 farms. A little bit slower on it. Since he has Warrens he can sell off, I didn't. Go ahead and like see that he's going up farms. I decided to sell off lizards and get a grab an MG. Especially since I see he's on purse grill. Like, he could definitely put down moles, but I was really mostly worried about the toads here. At this point, it's like, what do I do? I don't really have a safe third mill. And I can't really go up to 8 farms. It's weird since I already, you see farms are already like half used, so I don't really feel like it. So I'm actually looking to put down the boar here. Since Smash Skrill isn't going to do good against MGs, lizards, and boar is good against Smash Skrill, so like I'm definitely behind by a lot in this game, but I don't really ever see a better way to win. Now the board. Fortunately, he actually doesn't scout us. He's off running around doing stuff, and he's putting down his own board actually. Okay, wait, why is he stalling? Oh, his unit's built. So honestly, this probably maybe won me the game, since he probably could have just I'm almost certain he could have just went Mulstrill and killed me while this was building. Yeah, he doesn't scout me for a solid minute, which is huge. Like my boar, like I'm a good, but about I say 30, maybe just over 30 seconds ahead of him on the boar, which is good enough since I'm right next to his base. Another MG. And now my board is already building, and that's when you see it. So it's kind of too late to punish this. Or maybe not too late, but well, it is too late since he'd have to go back and sell his war, which is probably gonna take what, 10, 12 seconds. Like it's just gonna take too much time probably. Grabs a third mill. Yeah, grabbing the farms right here. Laying down some toads. Let's speed this up. Yeah, and I'm just selling off MG since it's not looking like he's gonna punish. My board's about to be out, so I just want more lizards. Yeah, just kind of going around with a boar. Unfortunately, I don't think I killed a single skill there, which is bad. Yeah, he backs off, so I just go straight for the kill. And then I start killing all his warrens, so that's 100 more food. Like, he's just so ahead in army now, and then now the boar's out, and he has toes, like, my lizards, I'm doing so much damage, like 1,000, I've killed like 1,000 food. I mean, maybe more like 800 or something, so. I tried to send the boar and the boar bomb his boar, which I do, but it's still like, yeah, I can't win that fight. So I decided to go for the base trade, so I run all my lizards up here and take this mill. And I wait a second, since I'm just trying to figure out where his army is, since I'm not sure if he's holding his army for defense or trying to kill my base. I realize that's what he's doing, so then I go in. So yeah, I mean, I already assumed he had the third mill at this point. I wasn't terribly surprised by this, and I knew this mill was going to get up before both of these got destroyed. We are both starving. I was only 1 second sooner on the starving then. So at this point, I'm like, wait, did he build this mill or rebuild it? So yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the last one is, and I hadn't scouted down here yet. So I'm like, okay, it has to be down here. Go to the cabin real quick. He tries to come stop me, but it's just, I just got here too quick and I have too much lizards. Crazy base race, lizards OP. Not really, but just take toads. Like, I shouldn't have won that game. Like, I was really behind ever since Spanish. She just, it's easy to mess up in the base race. Okay, well, actually, here's the thing why he lost the base race. Because I killed all his warrens. Well, okay, wait, let me think. Oh, wait, let's go look at that real quick. Whoops, weapon. I'm actually curious. Do that because I have a theory about why he lost that base race. Let me just go look at the replay to confirm it. Yeah, I almost feel disgusted by playing this since I was such a, I hate lizards so much. Not as much as I used to since they're so easy to counter. Take this stick barbarian toads, but I still feel kind of dirty playing them. I shows a 10 times speed on this. But Warren's bad. My motto. It's still like since you're trying to scout all the time, it's still easy to do it. Since you're trying to scout, that's your main priority. So just putting down the war when it gets back to base. I really want to start doing it where like just put all my warrants in the back. You lose so much food in attacks like that, and it definitely loses you the game, or at least hurts a ton. On. Okay, I'm okay. Okay, so I was wrong. I was thinking that Mocha didn't have enough food to actually put down more mills. Since I killed all his warrants, so he can't sell the warrants to build more mills. But he actually had so much food, he just spent it all on this mill. I guess he thought a base race was fine for him since he had this southern mill. But, you can never be too safe in the base race, especially fighting Lizard. Definitely would have been a better call to fill one of these farms and go ahead and take this mill too. In this mill. Just take every single mill in the base race. Just take everything in the base race. Okay. Go look at 2 more. It's a game that very quickly went from bad to worse for Mocha. Very interesting map. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, this is an extremely dense map. Like, this is a pretty small map. Like this part of the map basically doesn't exist. And within like this little area, there's 8 mills. That's a ton. Mole coming out. A little bit late on selling this farm. But yeah, I go ahead and sell anyway and put down the warren. Now I decide to actually opt for a third warren here. Which is usually not something I do. Usually I just like to go one, to stop the moles and go back up on farms. So he kept the moles there, then he sells them. Which is really nice since it slows down his tempo. Like if he had sold them in the first place, he would already have skill warrants down. And that becomes really, really important right about now. Maybe I shouldn't have queued up the farm so I could get my more lizards out quicker. But I ran across right away. Since he sold the moles so late, I knew that his warrens, he wouldn't have any units built yet. And he put his warren right here, fortunately. So I actually managed to snipe a warren here. I only lose 1 lizard, so that's a really nice trade for me. Now, at this point, I know I don't have enough of a unit tempo advantage to probably take a warren, but he puts him really forward again. Actually, yeah, this is, have to do some microing here. Pretty bad focus fire, but yeah, we lost an equal amount of tier 1, and I killed another warren. So really nice, basically 100 food gain. Only 2 warrens. I only lost 1 more lizard than he lost in tier 1. Unfortunately, it's not really enough to close out the game. Because lizards attacking in the bases is so hard, especially against skills. Although in this case, I still decided to push. At this point, I'm really starting to push my leg since he has equal skill numbers. So yeah, I lost I lost 3 more lizards and killed a warren, so I mean, it was still equal value, and it's good for me since he's down on unit production. So at this point, he just decides to counterattack, which is generally what you want to do, but honestly, he just didn't do enough damage. Like, I only lost 3 more lizards in that engagement. That's just not enough. Plus, he's down a warren. It's not giving him those reinforcements. Still a dangerous situation for me, but like, I actually have more units than him. Go in. I had like 1 more lizard, but yeah, I think this gets cleaned up. He just didn't do enough damage. Or when I went in, I just didn't lose more. I had to go in before all the skills revealed. Kill 2 warrens. Do I actually get the 3rd one? Yeah, so I killed 3 warrens. The game's over. Like, I'm up a farm. He just lost 180 food worth of warrens. He lost his armies. I'm just regrouping. Yeah, so he puts down blinds. So I saw 1 get built. And I was like, oh damn, but like the game's over. I didn't really think I needed to scout for them or command to reveal them. I just go in and get his farm cancelled. I rotate my lizards around the mill to avoid skill fire and kill his mill. Yeah, he really misread how much damage he did when I went into his base on that last attack. Like I only lost 2 more lizards. So I lost I think he lost 3 skills and I lost 6 level. In that one push. Now here was a interesting game. Very interesting map. So my spawn is obviously much more protected. Like it's a bunch of terrain choke points. This spawn is completely open, but has a lot more mills nearby. Like you have a very safe 2nd and 3rd. Like just take this as your 2nd, take this as your 3rd. If the enemy controls the high ground. Honestly, I'd still say this map favors me. If you have artillery, you can just put it behind a terrain and gain control. Like basically, you can easily get up to 2 base, and it's gonna take this 3rd base, and you have an area to operate from, pretty much. Goes the Mulmi. Put down barbed wire, which is revealing that I'm not running my lizard deck. The lizard's barbed wire doesn't work right away. I tried it earlier, it went disastrously. Maybe against adder lizards. Then lizard barbed wire, but against skills, no. So yeah, I think I went warren in the mill here. Yeah, I went warren in the mill. He went. Okay, so yeah, he sells his mill and now he's going for a punish. I put down 2 farms, which is dangerous. This is sometimes Mocha goes really greedy. Like he goes 4 farms, other times he does this. I'm like, well, that's not good. So my immediate priority is to get the barbed wire down right here before selling off the farms. So he pretty much read my intentions. Like he knew I was gonna put down barbed wire, so he goes around the flank right away. So now I'm scouting it, and I'm like, oh, he's going that way. Which wasn't completely surprising. I was just hoping I would have a couple more seconds to get my barbed wire down, and now it's looking really bad. It's 12 skills, 1 mole versus 6 skills. Put down some more warrens. But fortunately, I can kind of pick away at his units while I shoot my mill. And he realizes they can't finish off my mill. End up losing his warren, but like between these skills and the pigs, like he actually starts bleeding units super fast, and all his reinforcements are running through the barbed wire. I do lose the pig, but I managed to force him back. He lost a lot more army. He lost a lot more army actually. I lost the warren. It was close, but I'd say I'd come out ahead there. Now I decided to do a counter push just to see if I can do anything. Turns out he sold 2 of his warrens. Unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention. My commander died. It was very, very sad. Since I could have... Yeah, my commander dies. Now, I was hoping he'll pick off the Warren, but they did it on my map, so I just ended up retreating. Like, look, one more hit would have killed the Warren. Honestly, like, I think I probably could have picked off a pig or two there. Or maybe I just could have killed him, even. Since he'll just lose too much production. But yeah, he put down the Boar Warren. That's why he sold the Warrens off. At this point, I'm scouting, since I was like, you know, he's missing some food. Like, that's not a whole lot of army. And I'm like, oh shit, there's a Boar. Problem is, the Boar's about to build. Usually, I like to go Boar when I see an enemy Boar. I'm usually running Boar. In this case, it's way too late, since he has about a 45-second head start on me, so it's like, fuck. So I decided, how do I deal with it? Well, I have a choke point and I have barbed wire. Now, Boar Flame, like, destroys barbed wire in like a second. Half a second. It's super quick. But Boar does not target barbed wire. It has to hit army or buildings or something. It needs to hit something that's on or next to the barbed wire in order to damage barbed wire. It cannot target the barbed wire itself. So I'm like, well, I'm in a choke point. So I'll just go mass falcons. So the barbed wire will kill his tier 1. Since the Boar can't kill the barbed wire. And if he has moles, I can use the falcon burst to pick them off. I keep the tier 1 only so he doesn't punish me. Like, if I sold everything, like, or he could just attack with his Skrill full army and kill me. So I waited till I got my first wave of falcons out. Got some more barbed wire over here. Lots of much. 240 feet of barbed wire. Goddamn, that's a ton. Yeah, the moles come in, so I call the falcons. He actually loses all the moles there. The only one he has is this one in the back. And look. The barbed wire kills so many Skrills right there. He only has 5 Skrills left. Yeah, that's good for me. So I actually have a lot of army left, but again, falcons are really... Well, a lot of my army is just the barbed wire. Falcons are really fragile, so I don't push here. And I kind of doubted he had any farms down. So I just decided... Oh, I put my own board down now. Since I figure he's probably going to put another board. An eco. I decided to go ahead. Okay, now I'm putting down wire, which is my bad. I really should have scouted quicker. Oh, some of this since I don't need so much. Wow, I took way too long to scout actually. What the fuck? That's good. What am I doing? Go ahead and scout. And I realized that he's going tier 2, and I realized he had to have sold his Boar if he has this much Warrens in army. Okay. Yeah, I'm building the Boar. I'm like, okay, so I'm seeing tier 2 here, and like I have a bunch of falcons. Like if he's going like skunk snake, like I can't do anything. Like my army's just gonna die. Or even skunk falcons can be difficult, really difficult for my army. Scouting this, go see what he's up to. I'm like, okay, snake falcon, mass Skrill. Just double checking if there's no Boar. Rider tier 3. I'm like, okay. Alright, well first I put down mass Skrill here. I see he's going snake falcon, like he has no AoE. But I'm actually thinking about going Fox here. Fox is really solid, especially in these in low eco situations. And I can pick off his tier 2 units, and he goes going farms here. Fills up a bunch of army. Now he scouts the Fox, and he has to react to that. Which he does by getting snakes, which is a good reaction. Since it only takes 2 snake tags to kill a Fox. Put down 2 skunk warrens. So the fox, like, you don't, 2 skunks isn't enough against Master 1. You really want 4 skunks. That'll kill a bunch of tier 1 really, really quick. Plus, it's just a nice meat for the fox. 8 farms now. Pulling off a bunch of hard wire. Like, I'm not going to need it since I'm intending to be the aggressive one here since I have the fox. Yeah, he comes and scouts, and like he's seeing what I'm doing, but he doesn't scout the mill, which I noticed by his path on the minimap, which is really, really important. More snakes here, and skunks. Now our army's moving out. Okay, so I actually did see that I took the mill here. In any case, yeah, now I'm just using this to put down barbed wire. And see, again, like, he doesn't have anything to push through the wire, which is really when he's out of position, I end up sniping a pig. And again, my priority with fox is always to keep the fox alive. His commander dies there, which is really unfortunate. So I actually lose so much army really hard. Again, but as long as you keep the fox alive, you'll probably be good. Particularly if it's a lower economy situation, you should be good. As long as you keep the fox alive. So yeah, he's trying to regroup real quick, but again, you always want to be going after pigs when you can. End up killing 3 more pigs there, so he's down to 4 farms. Meanwhile, I'm actually on 8 farms, including one of which is new. So, and I have a fox. Like the game's basically over at this point, unless he gets a lucky snake tag. Even then, I think I just have too much more economy. Like, look, all these skills are just. Like, I am taking a lot of losses since I'm losing so much tier 2 to the snakes and skill, but I mean, I just have so much more economy to support. Going off tier 2 I don't need, I'm putting skills instead. Put down some more farms. I mean, the game's over at this point. Not that I knew it, I wasn't sure if he had a 3rd mill or not. Putting out some more fire to round out the defense. I'm scouting. I see on my mini map. Oh shit! Box. He only has 4 farms behind it, so this is basically one last draw. Commander dies again. Unfortunate. My fox shot him. Unfortunate. Yeah, like so those units were just hitting the middle instead of my units. Don't have anything left. Is the end.